Another way we can change data is by changing already existing data. And to do this, we're going to use the update command. So let's go ahead and try to change the last name of a user. So what we need to do is first we do update, and then we specify which table. And last name is in the user1 table. Then we set whatever value we want. And in this case, we're setting last name equal to Williamson. Now, the most important part for updates is the where clause. For select, you can leave it off. For update, you can't. If we ran this just like this, every user would now have the last name Williamson, and all their last names would be gone. So very, very important when you're making changes to the database, it's really important that you use this where clause. And we're going to be specific. We only want to change this where user ID is equal to, and we're going to capture this to make sure we get it just right. This is really, really important. All right, cross your fingers, let's execute. And there we go, one row affected. Let's go look at it. And there we can find it. It's Lily Williamson. It used to be Lily Smith, and now it's Lily Williamson. So there we see that the change was updated. The next one we want to change is actually change what their user type is. So they're currently a student and they need to be changed to an instructor. And it tells us they'll be in Department English. So some of the things that change for instructors is they have a department, but they do not have a major. So here, before I close this, I'm going to copy this and save it in here. And then I'm going to work on this one. All right, and again, this is in the user1 table. So I'm going to go update user1, but now I'm going to be setting a couple of things. I'm going to set user type equal to I, which is for instructor, and then a comma because I'm going to do more than one. So I'm going to do the user type and I'm going to set the major. Remember now they're no longer a student, so the major is going to be null, another comma, because now I'm going to do the department. And the department equals engineering. Okay, now don't forget, again, very important, I want to make sure I add this where clause, and this is where user ID is equal to, and we want to go capture that, make sure we get it correct, and put it in there, execute it, and it said that it worked. Okay, so if we go find, there's Lana Williams, there's the SU we just changed. Now she's an instructor in engineering and has major for null. So it worked. Okay, one last one. Now we want to change the grade for student in section 4 and B+ to A-. Now this one's a little different. This one is not in the user1 table. This would be in the registration table. We would still use set, and what we're going to change is we're going to be setting the grade equal to, and now notice it told us that the grade was a B+, but that doesn't matter what it currently is. All we need to know is what it's going to be. Once we change it, whatever it used to be will be gone, no matter what it is. So we want this to be an A-, and we want to for sure use the where clause as always. And here we have two things. We have user ID is equal to, and here we can capture it, where user ID equals that, and where section number, right? Section number equals 4. Let's make sure we got it right. User ID section 4, and we're setting it to A-. We update it, execute it, and there it says, let's go check. And if we look at all of those that are there and we go down till we find this user, notice that this user has several registrations, but we did specifically the one for section 4, and there it is as an A-. That's how you update. So save all of those.